In the picturesque village of Everwood, where emerald hills met clear blue skies and streams whispered timeless secrets, lived a young woman named Sarah. Everwood, known for its lush landscapes and close-knit community, was a place where traditions and faith intertwined seamlessly. Sarah, with her kind eyes and gentle spirit, was deeply embedded in this world, beloved by those around her. Yet, despite her close connection to her faith, she was about to embark on a journey that would challenge and ultimately deepen her understanding of how God works in our lives. Sarah's early life was a tapestry of love and faith. Her parents, Lydia and Thomas, were respected figures in the village, known for their unwavering devotion to their faith and their boundless compassion for others. Their home was a sanctuary of warmth, where laughter and love flowed freely. Sarah was their only child, and she grew up in an environment rich with spiritual teachings and communal support. Her childhood was marked by joyful moments, family gatherings, village festivals, and the serene beauty of Everwood's natural surroundings. As Sarah transitioned into adulthood, she embraced the values instilled in her by her parents. She took a job at the local library, a position that allowed her to connect with her community and foster her love for literature. Her faith, though deeply ingrained, began to waver as she faced the complexities of adult life. The simple, idyllic existence of her youth gave way to the realities of responsibility and the weight of existential questions. The foundation of Sarah's world was shaken when her mother, Lydia, was diagnosed with a serious and progressive illness. Lydia had always been a beacon of strength and love, and the diagnosis was a devastating blow. The doctor's prognosis was somber, leaving Sarah grappling with fear and uncertainty. Suddenly, her life was consumed by hospital visits, medical appointments, and the overwhelming responsibility of caregiving. The emotional toll of witnessing her mother's decline was immense, and Sarah struggled to reconcile her faith with the profound pain she was experiencing. During this tumultuous time, Sarah found solace in her community. One evening, as she sat beside Lydia's hospital bed, her old friend Emma visited. Emma, a figure of warmth and understanding in Sarah's life, arrived with a basket of homemade soup and a comforting presence. They shared a heartfelt conversation, with Emma recounting her own struggles and the ways in which her faith had been a source of strength. Emma's story was a beacon of hope for Sarah, providing a glimmer of understanding that God's presence could manifest in the midst of suffering through the support of friends and the compassion of others. As Sarah continued to navigate the challenges of caregiving, she began to notice small, yet significant signs of divine presence. A stranger in the hospital waiting room offered a kind word and a prayer. At the library, a coworker surprised her with a care package filled with snacks and encouraging notes. These gestures, though seemingly minor, began to shift Sarah's perspective. She started to see that God's work might not always be dramatic, but could be found in the everyday interactions and support from others. Sarah's faith was further tested during one particularly difficult night when Lydia's condition took a sudden turn for the worse. Exhausted and emotionally drained, Sarah found herself in the hospital chapel, pouring out her heart in prayer. It was in this vulnerable moment that she experienced a profound sense of calm and reassurance, as if a divine presence was embracing her. This experience marked a turning point in Sarah's understanding of God's presence. She realized that divine intervention could come in the form of inner peace and reassurance, even in the midst of turmoil. Seeking additional support, Sarah joined a caregiver support group led by Grace, a compassionate woman with her own story of hardship. The group sessions provided Sarah with a new perspective on her struggles. Grace's wisdom and empathy helped Sarah see that God's presence often manifests through the connections we make and the strength we find within ourselves. Sarah began to approach her challenges with a renewed sense of purpose, viewing them as opportunities for growth and spiritual development. One evening, as Sarah was going through her mail, she received a letter from an old high school teacher, Mr. Johnson. The letter was filled with words of encouragement and a recounting of how Sarah had made a positive impact on his life. The letter served as a poignant reminder of the ripple effect of kindness and the ways in which her actions had touched others. It was a testament to how God's work extends beyond our immediate understanding, creating a network of support and influence. Sarah's commitment to serving others continued to grow. She became involved in various charitable initiatives and community outreach programs. Each act of service provided her with a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Through her volunteer work, she connected with people from different walks of life, each with their own stories of struggle and faith. Sarah found that by helping others, she was actively participating in God's work on earth, spreading love and compassion in tangible ways. One day, while volunteering at a community event, Sarah met Anna, a woman who had recently lost her husband. Anna was struggling with grief and uncertainty, and Sarah felt a deep sense of empathy for her. As they talked, Sarah shared her own experiences and the ways in which her faith had helped her through difficult times. Anna found comfort in Sarah's words, and their connection grew into a lasting friendship. This relationship was a testament to how God's presence can be felt in the bonds we form with others and the ways we uplift each other. Throughout her journey, Sarah continued to face challenges and moments of doubt. Yet, her perspective had shifted. She approached each day with a renewed sense of purpose and trust, knowing that God's work was unfolding in ways she might not always understand but could always trust. She had learned to see God's presence in the everyday moments of life, the laughter shared with friends, the quiet reflection in nature, and the small victories in her personal growth. As Lydia's health stabilized, Sarah experienced a profound sense of gratitude and understanding. Her experiences had transformed her approach to faith and divine presence. She had come to recognize that God's work was not always about dramatic miracles, but was often found in the subtleties of everyday life. The support of others, the strength she had discovered within herself, and the meaningful connections she had made were all evidence of God's ongoing presence. Sarah's outreach program became a cornerstone of the community. She organized events that brought people together to share their stories, offer support, and build a network of mutual encouragement. The program's success was a testament to Sarah's dedication and the impact of her faith-driven efforts. It also highlighted the ways in which God's presence could be felt through collective action and shared compassion. As the years went by, Sarah continued to find God's presence in the everyday moments of life. She celebrated milestones with her family, cherished the relationships she had built, and embraced new opportunities for personal and spiritual growth. Her faith had evolved from a simple belief to a profound understanding of the divine presence in every aspect of her life. Sarah's experiences also led her to explore new avenues for sharing her message. She began writing a book about her journey, detailing the lessons she had learned and the ways in which God had worked through her life. The book was well received, offering readers insights into the nature of faith and the subtle ways in which divine presence can manifest in our lives. Sarah's writing became a source of inspiration for many, further extending the reach of her message. Throughout her journey, Sarah remained deeply connected to her community. She continued to be involved in local events, support initiatives, and spiritual gatherings. Her presence was a constant reminder of the power of faith and the ways in which God's work can be seen in the everyday interactions and connections we make. Sarah's life was a testament to the idea that God's presence is woven into the fabric of everyday existence. Through her trials and triumphs, she had come to understand that divine intervention is not always visible in grand gestures, but is often found in the subtle and profound ways that God works through our lives. Her story served as a reminder that even in the midst of uncertainty and struggle, God is always present, guiding, supporting, and loving us every step of the way. Sarah's story became a source of inspiration for those around her. She began to share her experiences through various channels, church events, community gatherings, and even through written reflections. Her message was one of hope, resilience, and the importance of recognizing the divine hand in the midst of life's trials. She spoke of how God's presence could be found in the small acts of kindness, the strength we draw from within, and the supportive network of friends and community. In reflecting on her journey, Sarah realized that the most profound lessons were often learned through the struggles and challenges she had faced. She had discovered that faith was not about having all the answers, but about trusting in God's presence and guidance. Her experiences had taught her that God's work was evident in the small acts of kindness, the connections we make with others, and the inner strength we find in times of difficulty. As Sarah continued to navigate life's journey, she encountered new challenges and opportunities for growth. Each experience, whether joyful or difficult, was approached with a sense of faith and trust in God's plan. She learned to embrace the unpredictability of life, finding solace in the belief that God's presence was a constant companion, guiding her through every twist and turn. One summer, Sarah decided to embark on a personal retreat to a secluded cabin in the mountains. She sought solitude and reflection, hoping to gain a deeper understanding of her faith. The retreat was a transformative experience. Surrounded by the beauty of nature, she felt a profound sense of connection to the divine. The quiet solitude allowed her to reflect on her journey and gain clarity on her purpose. It was during this retreat that she received a vision of herself as a beacon of light, spreading hope and encouragement to others. This vision reaffirmed her commitment to continue her work in the community and to share her story of faith and resilience. Upon returning to Everwood, Sarah began to focus on new initiatives to support others in their spiritual journeys. She established a community outreach program that provided resources and support to individuals facing various challenges. The program included workshops, support groups, and counseling services, all designed to offer a helping hand and a message of hope. Sarah's efforts were met with enthusiastic support from the community, and the program quickly grew, touching the lives of many. As Sarah continued to embrace her faith and navigate life's challenges, she found peace in knowing that her journey was a reflection of God's work in her life. Her experiences had shaped her into a source of light and hope for others. Through her actions, her service to others, and her commitment to her faith, she had come to embody the essence of divine presence and love. Sarah's story was a living testament to the truth that God's presence is a constant and guiding force, even in the most difficult of times. Her journey had taught her to see beyond the surface of life's challenges and to recognize the profound ways in which God was working in her life. Her legacy was one of compassion, understanding, and unwavering faith, a beacon of hope for those who sought to find God's presence in their own lives.